Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the glorious 7 District Malek Stadium Cricket Stadium here in Ajman. This is match number 25 of Emirates D10, powered by FanCode. It's Emirates Blues taking on Sharjah. The schedule for today: the Emirates Blues will take on Sharjah in the first game. Then second game, Ajman will take on Emirates Red. And in the third game, it will be Dubai taking on Fujairah. And for the last match of the evening, it will be Abu Dhabi taking on Emirates Red. Live from 7 Districts Malek Cricket Stadium here in Ajman. It has been a fantastic tournament so far. Sharjah continuing their domination in this tournament. They've been outclassed. They've been just fantastic throughout this tournament. Everything working their way. The batters are scoring runs. The bowlers are taking wickets. They've been just fantastic. And on the other hand, it's Blues who just started to pick up in this tournament. Their win against Reds last evening will give them a lot of confidence. But this is a new day, a new game, and a new pitch. Let's head down to Ahmed Khwaja with the pitch report.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 7 Districts Malek Stadium in Ajman. It's match day 7 of the Emirates D10 2023, powered by FanCode. Well, let's take a look at the pitch. It is the pitch that was used on match day 5, and we saw a lot of runs scored on that day. And looks like a similar story here. Looking very flat, very dry. The grass has been nicely rolled in. There seems to be no demons in the pitch for the batters as such. So ROTB, runs on the board, that formula will give you success later in the evening in match number 3 or match number 4 of the night. When the dew arrives, then you can think about having the run chase, because the dew factor will make it difficult for the spinners later in the evening. Otherwise, looking like an absolute flat belter, chock full of runs.
Yeah, runs on the board is what Ahmed Khwaja thinks about this pitch. But before we proceed to the toss, let's have a look at the points table. Sharjah, as I said earlier, continuing their domination. 7 wins in 7 games they've played, 14 points to their name. Fujairah is picking up. They've been good in this tournament. 7 matches, 5 wins, 10 points to their name. Abu Dhabi also just sliding down in the points table. 7 matches, 4 wins, 3 losses, 8 points. Ajman also looking good. 7 matches, 4 wins. But it's Emirates Blues who won the game yesterday. Will give them a lot of confidence. They're just picking up in this tournament. We're still in the halfway. A lot is yet to be played in this tournament. Emirates Red and Dubai got lots of work to do. Right, this was all about the points table. Let's head to Ahmed Khwaja one more time. He's there with the 2 captains.
Match number 25 of the Emirates D10 2023, powered by FanCode. We're in the middle. The captains are alongside me. To my left, leading Emirates Blues, it's Aryan Saxena. Leading Team Sharjah, it's Haider Ali. And of course, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is going to be the Blues to flip the coin this afternoon. Heads. Heads is the call by Sharjah. It is tails. Just come down as tails. Emirates Blues, Aryan Saxena. Let's have a chat. Won the toss. What have you decided?
We would like to bowl first. Looks like it's a windy condition, so I don't think so it's going to be easy to bat, because the ball is going to keep moving here and there. So we're going to bowl first.
Let's talk about last night. What an innings from Harshit Seth. A huge morale boost for the young lads. And now you're back in the tournament.
Oh yes, of course. We just needed that 1 win to get back into the tournament. And now I think we just need 2 more wins to come above Ajman. And hopefully we can do that very soon. And hopefully the tournament opens up.
What do you think is a good target to chase in the second innings this afternoon?
Looking at Sharjah's batting, they're pretty strong in batting, so I think anything less than 120 is a very good target to chase. And just looking forward to our bowlers doing that.
Changes to the playing 11.
3 changes. Mudit is in, Mohammad Ismail is in, and Zainullah Rahmani is in.
Best of luck for the game.
Thank you.
Haider Ali, unfortunately toss हार गए. अगर आप जीतते तो क्या करते?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। हमारा प्लान पहले बैटिंग का ही था, क्योंकि हम रोज़ कुछ ना कुछ चेंज कर रहे हैं ताकि आगे नॉकआउट में आके हमें किसी किस्म की कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो, तो इसलिए हम लोग पहले बैटिंग करें।
आज कैचेस पकड़ने का प्रोग्राम है या नहीं, पहले बता दें।
देखें, क्रिकेट है, इसमें ये चलता रहता है, लेकिन जो कल हमने फील्डिंग की है इट वाज सो बैड। अच्छा नहीं लगता है, लाइक एज ए चैम्पियन टीम आप इस तरह की मिस्टेक्स करेंगे तो आगे जाके आपके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम। तो इंशाल्लाह होप्स हो के करेंगे।
7 विन्स आउट ऑफ 7, कोई ये खौफ तो नहीं? मैंने शहबाज अली से भी ये सवाल किया था कि हम अर्ली पीक कर गए इस टूर्नामेंट में।
नहीं, एक्चुअली जब एज ए टीम आपका कम्बिनेशन अच्छा बन जाता है तो, और आपके स्पेशली जो आपकी बैटिंग में टॉप ऑर्डर है वो परफॉर्म कर रही होती है और आपके बॉलर्स आपको सपोर्ट कर रहे होते हैं, तो फिर आपको मतलब ये नहीं होता कि यार आप हार जाओगे ये वो। और जब आपकी टीम का स्पेशली मोमेंटम बनता है तो फिर उसमें देयर इज़ नो प्रॉब्लम आई थिंक।
टीम में चेंजेस?
जी, आज हर्ष देसाई आए हैं हज़रत लुकमान की जगह और आसिफ लारा आए हैं उज़ैरमान की जगह।
बेस्ट ऑफ लक हैदर अली।
थैंक यू।
Right then, news from the center. Emirates Blues have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
Yeah, the smile on Emirates Blues captain suggesting that it's a huge toss to win. He had no hesitation in bowling first because we know that Sharjah is such a powerhouse. It's always good to bowl against them. Let's have a look at the Sharjah lineup. Abdul Ghaffar, Asif Khan, Dawood Ijaz, very talented. Haider Ali also in the side. Harsh Desai is back in the side. Uzair Khan Zairul, a very formidable side. And to take you through Emirates Blues, I've been joined by Kunumal Asif. A very good afternoon. Good opportunity for Emirates Blues. They've got the momentum on their side by the win last evening.
Good afternoon, Ali Yunus and ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the skipper Aryan Saxena, once again, the mantra of chasing is there in their mind. Last night they were really good. Everybody was appreciating them. They played very good cricket, and of course Harshit Said, Hazrat Bilal, very good bowler. And if you talk about Unaib Rahman, he is in good touch, bowling really nicely. Yash, and then Yusuf Khan and Zainullah Rahmani. So it's a very good and young side.
Keep your eyes on that young boy, Harshit Seth. He's among the wickets. He's at the number 2 in leading wicket takers of the tournament. He got some runs yesterday, 36 not out. He played that important part in that victory against Emirates Red. But this is a new afternoon. Let's see what is there for Blues in the store. They're up against very solid side of Sharjah. The two umpires moving in for this game. A very exciting game in our hands. And we've been talking about the energy that this side brings into this tournament. Kunumal, they're very young. They're enjoying their time. And I just got a feeling they're just picking up at the right time, just getting that momentum.
You see, they're gelling up nicely, and they played right before this tournament. They were in the Asia Cup, and before that they were playing Emirates D50 50 overs game. So they're getting momentum and experience day by day, learning, which is really good thing.
But they're up against Asif Lala. What a fantastic and clean hitter of the game he is. 350s already in 7 games that he has played. It is not easy in this format to be that consistent, but he's doing it with quite some ease. The way he hits the ball, he's got that technique, he's got the power, he's got the intent. That's all you need to hit it big, and he's doing it for his team, and that is why they're so dominant in this tournament. But the good part was, even remaining batters have started scoring runs with him. That's not a good news for other teams though. But for the Sharjah side, other players like Ghaffar have started scoring runs. He was out of touch, but in the previous game he looked good. Just looking at which side the wind is blowing, it helps. Zain is just checking. It helps just to carry that ball towards the boundary. Just a touch when the wind is blowing, which side the wind is blowing.
Yes, and you were talking about Asif Lala. Then don't forget about Dawood. He is also in good touch, in good confidence. He played a good knock and scored a 50. Asif Lala, plenty of experience playing first-class cricket in Pakistan. And I was commentating in Lahore Qalandar's Players Development Program. He was also there. Then, you know, he came up on international arena, scored a fastest century for UAE against Nepal. So all this experience, of course, counts.
Experience versus the youth of UAE. It's Harshit Seth to start off the proceedings. He's been excellent throughout the tournament. He's just taking his time, just warming up a little. Few words to start off with, all in good faith, all smiles for Harshit Said. They enjoy the cricket, and that's what we want to see. As long as these young boys enjoy cricket, that's all you want to see.
Yeah, weather is fantastic and superb for cricket. So the smiles all around there, especially on these youngsters' faces.
First ball of match number 25. Straight away, nice connection, driven towards mid-off. Good start for Zen. This will give him lots of confidence. Good way to start.
Yeah, it was a good start. Dot delivery.
Careful, careful with that running between the wickets. You don't want a run out early on in the inning. We know the pressure definitely on the batters to score quick runs. But there has to be a method. You cannot run yourself out.
Yeah, just calm down. Asif Lala is still there.
First sign of aggression. Over mid-on. Great connection by Zainullah. Excellent result. 6 runs for Sharjah and Zan.
The timing was excellent. Look at this. Stand and deliver. That was a flighted delivery and he connected really well. Right out of the middle of the bat and clearing the fence. First maximum of the day and the first maximum of the match.
Wonder what it must have been like playing with Asif Lala. Zainullah must have learned a lot from him. Giving himself room. Has he cleared it? Yes, he has, quite easily. Over mid-off field, I was in the circle. The plan was right and he executed it too, Zainullah. Good start for him.
Yeah, this time he went with the spin and making some room, playing over the mid-off for a boundary. Very good start after a couple of dot deliveries, a maximum and then boundary.
Harshit did give it some air. Pressure definitely on Harshit. Yeah, quicker one this time. Off the back foot, punch towards cover. Good competition between young Zainullah and Harshit. Two fielders outside the circle on mid-wicket and long on. Gave himself room again. It's in the air. The fielder, he'll just watch it sail over that mid-on fielder. Great hit again. Second 6 of this over. The intent quite clear, Kunumal.
Zainullah is on fire. 2 maximum once again. Look at the timing. Each and everything was perfect. The balance was nice. And at the maximum on the last delivery, 16 for none.
Hazrat Bilal has been very impressive throughout the tournament. Hasn't taken many wickets, but economy on the controlled side. Just 9.25. 5 wickets in this tournament, but he's bowled some crucial overs in the middle. He's been there for the side, but today he's up against Asif Lala. This will be a new challenge for him, how he bowls to Asif Lala, because we know what he's capable of doing.
Yes, Asif Lala will face and won't be easy for Bilal because he has a huge range. He could hit anywhere.
Good swing in. Good direction also. Just disturbing Asif Lala's rhythm a little bit. We expect that from Bilal. He bowls those hard delivery, length deliveries. It's been very good throughout the tournament.
Yes, and it's swung in. It was a quick delivery. Asif Lala, he was just waiting a delivery from outside the off stump, which is his favorite length. So this line is better against Asif Lala because he always loved to play away from the body, outside the off stump, playing towards extra cover, point region, maybe over the mid-off.
Yeah, I've got to be careful. I know when it's his day, well, he's very destructive on that day. Hazrat Bilal, good start to his over. Again, the intent quite clear. He didn't like it, but he knew that he was very close of getting that wicket. But there is no hesitation. Asif Lala is going to go after. That's how he plays.
Very close, very close. Asif Lala again targeting mid-wicket area and tried horizontal with the horizontal bat. But I could say that the Asif Lala and this guy, Dawood and the Heather, all of them, they're in good form.
Having a long discussion with the captain. Again outside the off stump. Good bowling, good bowling. Good start for Hazrat Bilal. He's bowling it away from him. He's making him force that shot. This is not what we see. Asif Lala under a little bit of pressure.
Good length area. It's better length. The line was okay. And see the way Asif played away from the body. He's so good when we talk about hand-eye coordination. Perfect. But right now, Bilal is okay.
He's waited long enough for that. Bang all the way. Asif Lala gets going with that 6.
So first 6 from the Asif Lala's bat. That was in the range. He pitched up. Asif Lala was waiting for this delivery. Nice shot. This is his favorite shot.
Yeah, I got predictable a little. Hazrat Bilal and Asif Lala was waiting for that length. And he executed it to his too experienced for that. So maybe Bilal should have looked to varied his pace, because it got predictable with one line end length, making some changes in the field. Long on going in place. Third coming inside the circle. So there is a fielder at deep square leg, and now long on in place for Asif Lala. Everyone inside the circle and in offside. There, but away. That's the danger of having third inside the circle. Had the fielder been on the boundary line there, it would have been a simple chance, but bringing him in the circle is always risky. Even the edges will go down to the boundary.
Well, once again agree with you, Ali, that when Asif is playing, and the length was okay this time, that was unlucky, Bilal. Top edge and fielder, as you said, fielder was inside the circle. An easy boundary for Asif Lala. By the way, you have played cricket, domestic cricket with Asif Lala. Was he with the same aspiration and the motivation when he was in the domestic cricket?
Yeah, similar sort of skills, but what has improved is his temperament just a little. He now knows how to pace the inning. Nice, wristy, very good shot. Great placement. It wasn't a bad ball at all, but the way, the class of Asif Lala, the strong wrist coming into play and placing it towards mid-wicket for a boundary. Great way to end this over. 30 for 2 into... Oh, 30 for none into, beg your pardon. Very talented Asif Lala, the top of the list of most runs in this tournament. 315 runs with an average of 52. That shows the skill and the temperament of the match. Harshit Kaushik also very impressive. 209 runs. Irfan for Fujairah 177. Mohammad Nadeem and Kamran Atta also in the list, 168 and 166 runs.
The difference is huge. If you see, almost 100 runs ahead Asif Lala from the top second. And this is what you were talking about, the consistency and the temperament, which he has improved a lot.
Yep. Earlier in his young days, he was a little always in a hurry, but his floating power play, rightly so, because Zainullah and Asif Lala, they've started off with a bang. 6 ball 16 for Zainullah, 6 ball 14 for Asif. Pressure definitely on the young side of Blues. Unneb will replace it. Coming down the track straight away. Oh, what a shot. What a shot that is. Straight down the ground. It doesn't get any better than this at this level. Great execution by Zainullah.
Started with an aggression down the track, and that you learn when you are standing with a player like Asif Lala, who is standing next to you. Again, perfect timing down the track, couple of steps, and reaches the ball and connected really well over the bowler's head.
Yeah, great balance also. Great balance. Zainullah looks good. Outside the off stump, cuts beautifully. Great game awareness. Knew the fielder is inside the circle. Played it over the head of those two fielders to get 4 runs. Great batting by Zainullah. As you said, he's learning from the best on the other side.
Yes, exactly. Look at this. It was a proper cut shot outside the off stump, and it reminds me one of the greatest batsmen of the Pakistan, Imran Nazir. He loved to play that shot.
Yep. What a talent he was for Pakistan, Imran Nazir. Great back foot player, great punches he used to say. Hit and strong wrist he had. Under pressure, 2 boundaries. Again coming down the track. They would have taken single anyways.
Yeah, that was away from the Onab, and it's good thing. Rotate the strike, scored 2 boundaries, then single. Good awareness, and now Asif Lala, the danger man, will be on strike. Now it would be a good test for Onab, how he will bowl against Asif Lala, because last night Onab was bowling so nicely. Here, the real test.
14 runs he has scored in the previous over. And as you said, the pressure comes on the bowler whenever he's bowling to a player like Asif Lala with his caliber. There he goes. There he goes. There is a fielder. There is a fielder. And he takes it. Big, big wicket for Blues. And this celebration tells you all that how important this wicket is for Emirates Blues. They made a comeback courtesy to this wicket. Asif Lala went after him and hit it straight to the fielder. He can smile, but have a look at that.
Well, there was a plan, and fielder made no mistake. And look at the jubilation and aggression as well. Yes, I can understand you have taken a big wicket. And Asif Lala smiling, departs on 14, 39 for 1. Another very experienced player, Fayaz, replacing Asif Lala. In this tournament, so far, he batted 4 times in 7 games. And the strike rate is very, very high, 264. And the best is 47. And this game is all about the strike rate.
Absolutely.
Onab got very good confidence. It's high in the air. Who wants it? Who wants it? Or, oh, drop chance. Goodness me. It could have taken.
Should have. You don't want to give opportunities to a caliber like Fayaz. It was in the air for a little while. But it's the catches that makes the difference. You got to take your opportunities whenever they come your way. Doesn't come that easy. He won't give you many chances, Fayaz. But imagine what it would have done. Asif Lala and then Fayaz's wicket in 2 successive deliveries. Just missed a huge opportunity. Now Zainola to face. Nicely driven, nicely done. Through the covers. Picture perfect.
Zanula look in different confidence. He started really well, and this shot was full of the power and the timing. 3 gone, 44 for 1.
Left arm wrist spin of Zainola. Field well scattered, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, deep cover in place for Fayaz. Oh, good start for Zainola. Edged it. Had there been a slip, it would have been a straight forward chance to him. But definitely a very good start, Kunumal, for Zainola.
Yes, and normally we don't see captains or the bowlers, they're placing slip in this format especially. But I strongly agree with you once again that that could have simple catch towards slip.
Another format? Yes, maybe. Zainola will bowl to Zainola. Let's see which Zainola does well. Both of them did well. Played it towards long off for 1. This is a good talent, looking already very impressive. Zainola. It's not an easy task, but have a look at this big wicket of Asif Lala, bowled where the fielder was set. Great work by the bowler, by the fielder and the captain of Blues. Again on target, pulled. Should only be 1. Looks good. We've seen a couple of young left arm wrist spinners. Suri is one of them. Zainola now we're witnessing. So this is not an easy art to control. But so far so good for Zainola. He's been on target. It's never easy against batters who got intent. Just like that, straight. Not quite timing it. Just 1 more run. So an excellent start for Zainola in this tournament and in this game. Just want to hope that finish it well.
Yes. If you can hear what wicketkeeper is talking about, that he's satisfied with the line and length of Zainola. Again, better delivery and fielded really well. And the throw wasn't perfect. Otherwise, it could have a very close chance.
Yep, off balanced was Pai. Well, throwing that delivery, but 1 run taken. They will take it. And I believe that this over has just pulled up a little things for Blues. Just 5 singles. He would want to finish on high with the dot ball or maybe with a wicket. Zainola to face. Ball him! That's what I was thinking. On target. Great bowling. Great control by his young Zainola. Getting the wicket of his fellow name. Zainola got big on him. Turn also. Great start. I was talking about.
Well, he went for a cut shot. Wasn't a good idea. And he was playing so nicely, but this time Zainola got his wicket. 31 on 13 deliveries, 49 for 2.
Hardik Pai will bowl the 5th over of this inning. 49 for 2 Sharjah. After a good start, they've just lost their way, courtesy to a couple of wickets. Asif Lala and Zanullah both back in the hut. Dawood and Fayaz, intent quite clear, but straight to the man. This happens to teams like Sharjah. When they've got all the explosive batters, you lose 1 or 2 wickets, then the momentum quite shifts to the other side, and you keep on losing wickets, because all batters, they've got the similar sort of intent and skill. 6 innings, strike rate of 200, that's what I'm talking about. When you got players who likes to go big, there's every chance for the opponents to be in the game.
Rightly mentioned. Once again, another player with the strike rate of 200. Hardik Pai. But Dawood, he scored a 50 as well in this tournament. But the good thing is, the run rate is still over 12. Good delivery. Good delivery. Hardik Pai. I've watched him in Emirates D50 as well. He was really good with his line and length. Though this is a shorter format and batters, they're always ready to hit you. But even then, I like the confidence and the energy of these all youngsters.
Yep, trying to hit big again, Fayaz. Yes, Hardik Pai was the part of UAE under-19 team who made history rather for them. Qualified for the finals of under-19 Men's Asia Cup. That was such a huge opportunity, and he did play that part against Pakistan. Very crucial few wickets. He was very tight with his line in length. He's got that control also. Good bowling by these two young bowlers of Blues. First it was Zainullah, and now it's Hardik, keeping it tight, keeping it in that area, and realizing that the batters will hit, bowled it away from him. Sensible bowling, smart bowling.
Intelligent stuff from Hardik Pai. Only 3 runs conceded, and coming up round the stumps to this right-hand batter Dawood. Hit hard, but there's a fielder. 1 more run, so started very good. Only 4 runs given, 5 completed, 53 for 2.
So far, so good from Emirates Blues. They've kept a tight leash on the Sharjah batting. Got the big wicket of Asif Khan as well. 53 for 2 at the halfway stage. Zainullah Rahmani, fabulous left-arm wrist spinner. Great control. This one going away from the right-hand batter, inside edge. And, well, Yash Sabnani, a wicket keeper by trade, and just moving a bit gingerly there. Needs to put a lot more energy. But so far, so good from the young Blue squad, as Shoaib Ahmed has joined me in the comm box. Good afternoon.
Hi, and good afternoon to everyone, including my colleague Ahmed Khwaja in the comm box. 55 for 2. Decent. As another one has been played towards the long off for a single. That wicket of Asif Khan, that has definitely dented what could have been a very dominating first innings for Sharjah.
Oh, absolutely. Since then, there's been a definite slowdown in the scoring. Both batters not really timing the ball well. And that will allow these young spinners to settle. Perhaps buy a wicket or 2 as well. There you can see once again, Fayaz Ahmed, usually very calm, very composed, Shoaib. Just trying to get going here, but hasn't got the momentum. 7 of 7.
Well, Zainullah bowling well, mixing it up nicely. Again, one of those bowlers. Left arm wrist spin, such a rare sight. And he's very effective.
He certainly is. Only 9 runs conceded. Pulled away by Dawood Ijaz and over mid-wicket into the pavilion, half a dozen.
That's a poor delivery. You were speaking so highly of him and the way he bowls and how effective he is. But that was a half-tracker, a slow delivery. All the time in the world for Dawood Ijaz to rock back and decide where he wants to play it and then play it to perfection. That was a clean hit and it's gone the distance.
Commentator's curse has a strike rate of 100 always. Wrong one, Redwell pulled. One bounce over the rope for 4. So Zainullah just losing his length here. And Dawood Ijaz has jumped all over him.
Well, we know Dawood Ijaz, he's a great player of spin bowling and he's shown us why. He's so quick to know where the ball is going to bounce and decides on where he wants to play. He's got that extra second and that is why that placement yet again was absolutely perfect in the gap for 4.
Yeah, he had to miss the deep mid-wicket and the deep square, perfectly bisecting the two. Float it up, slog sweep, and make that another 6. Expensive over from Zainullah, Sharjah on the charge.
Well, a 6 to end the over, 73 for 2 after 6.
Well, Zainullah Khan, the young opener with a fabulous knock, 31 of just 13 deliveries. It's very rare for somebody to outshine Asif Khan, but the young batter did really well. Gave Sharjah that quick start, but then a couple of wickets fell back to back. Asif Khan flattering to deceive this afternoon, but since then, Dawood Ijaz has kicked into the 5th gear.
And how often do you see Zainullah bowled by Zainullah in that scorecard?
And funnily enough, they are club teammates as well. Zainullah Khan is Zainullah Rahmani's captain. So I'm sure there will be plenty of banter after this game. That I got you, mate. Hardik Pai will continue. Heaved towards mid-wicket. And once again, very relaxed. Not great intensity from the Blues fielders.
Yeah, barring those few catches, I think they've just been a little lackluster in their approach in the field. They've not been at their 100%. The intensity, as you mentioned, is not quite there. And you would expect that from a young side like Emirates Blues, who've got some really exciting young cricketers, under 19 players. So you expect a lot better from them.
Nicely bowled across the right-hander from Hardik Pai, tall off-spinner. Maybe it's the wear and tear of this Emirates D10. A lot of matches daily, back-to-back, and they haven't been winning a lot. Could be a psychological thing. This time lofted straight and past the long off-fielder, Dawood Ijaz. Another top shot.
Yeah, just too full from Hardik, and you could see here the wicketkeeper also mentioning the same. It was too close to Dawood Ijaz, and he doesn't miss out on that. Easy pickings for him in the slot, and he plays it in the safest area of the cricket field. Straight down the ground, beats the fielder, gets 4 runs.
Attempted reverse, maybe a bottom edge or maybe just burst through the hands of the keeper. Waiting for the signal. Yeah, given as leg by, so perhaps just struck somewhere on the forearm.
I know Hardik Pai was part of the under-19 side, the UAE under-19 side that played the Asia Cup, but this is the first time I'm seeing him bowl, and I've quite liked what we've seen so far of him. Very quick, has that nippy kind of a bowling action.
And tall for his age as well. Heave towards square leg once again. That's better. Good energy from Mohammad Ismail. And an off-balance throw. Look at the accuracy and power. Shout for a run out here, but I think Shoaib Dawood has made it.
Yeah, it looked like it's going to be a close call and the umpires have gone upstairs to check, but I too have the same sentiment that Dawood Ijaz might have just crossed the ropes, the crease in time. Let's look at that in the replay. 2 bounce. Oh, this looks close. In fact, I think this is going to be the end of the innings for Dawood Ijaz. Very close, very, very close.
Well, Mohammad Ismail with an unbelievable throw. It's a long square boundary here in Ajman. And I think Dawood Ijaz could be in a spot of bother here. You're spot on, Shoaib. When the stumps are well and truly disturbed, he is short of the crease. Just need to find out whether the bails are fully dislodged. But this could be a self-inflicted wound here for Sharjah. And out of nowhere, Emirates Blues may be in business. Well, Dawood Ijaz gets the rub of the green, given as not out. And very lucky escape. That has been a problem with him in the past, Shoaib, the running between the wickets. He's not a clear and concise caller.
Yes, you're right. That is one area that he needs to definitely work on, is the running between the wickets. And you could see this was just, I think you just barely managed to survive out there.
By the barest of margins indeed. Final delivery of his spell for Hardik Pai. Lofted straight. Fayaz Ahmed clears his front leg and powers it over the umpire. 4 runs.
Well, a 4 to end the over, 85 for 2 after 7.
Harshit Seth back into the attack. Now he can bowl with the field spread. And Dawood Ijaz, well, he's playing a fine hand. First it was Zainullah Khan with the early aggression up top. That is why Team Sharjah is such a solid batting unit. If Asif Khan does not deliver, Shoaib, then somebody else would certainly take the reins and guide the innings through. Today, if it was not Asif Khan's day, then Zainullah and Dawood Ijaz have stepped up.
Yeah, that is the beauty of having a good balanced side, isn't it? You've got players who can perform at different situations, in different situations and at different times of the game. And as you rightly mentioned, Asif Khan, once he was out, somebody had to raise their hands up, and they've got Dawood Ijaz doing that today for Sharjah.
Fayaz Ahmed launches it downtown over the side screen. That's a 12, not even a maximum.
Well, one of the cleanest hits that you would see today. Fayaz Ahmed, beg your pardon, using his feet, dancing down the track, gets it right from the middle of the bat. And when he hits, well, they look gracious, but there's a lot of power behind that as well. Absolutely brilliant hit for 6.
That is at least 85, 90 meters. Huge hit, and you have to feel for poor Harshit. Trying to bowl slowly in the attempt, a lofted shot, and Fayaz Ahmed said, thank you, I'll have a chunk of that. And now Harshit is under pressure. None for 23 in his 8 legal deliveries, still remaining around the wicket. Bowled short, pulled again. Finds the gap, not quite. Zainullah will clean it up.
Bowling Arshid.
Oh yes, rocked on the back foot again, just trying to go big towards the onside. Doesn't get it from the middle, and thus manages to get only a single. Dawood Ijaz and Fayaz, both are experienced batters, and they've been in this situation on multiple number of times. Plays that in the air, hasn't timed it too well, and that is why he will still survive, because the ball doesn't carry to the fielder Hardik Pai at mid-wicket, and they get a single.
Frustration for Harshit Seth. It was a mistimed shot, but very big mid-wicket boundary. Hardik Pai was right on the fence and just couldn't get there in time.
Goes big again towards the onside. It has come off the bottom of the bat, and again the fielder has been unable to reach the ball in time, and they only get a single.
Yeah, the ball is playing cat and mouse with the Emirates Blues fielders. Either they clear the fence or it drops right in front of them time after time.
Tries to go big towards the onside. Gets an inside edge and will beat the fielder. So the placement has been good, although it was not intentional. But Dawood Ijaz won't mind that. 4 more for him and for Sharjah.
Well, they're on the charge, that's for sure. 99 for 2 after 8. Well, taking a look at the bowling figures so far, everybody has gone for a ride apart from Hardik Pai. And it was always going to be a tough contest for these young Emirates Blues bowlers. But Hazrat Bilal needed to do better. 14 runs conceded. He will need to bounce back in the floating power play over perhaps. They've held it back right till the end. And now that these two are sighting the ball clean and striking the ball clean, it could be testing times for the young Blues bowlers. Just getting a change of gloves here is Fayaz Ahmed, but it's been a sparkling partnership between the two, Shoaib.
Oh, it has been. It is one of the partnerships that would stand out in the tournament, and especially because they haven't got a lot of match time with the way Asif Khan has played for Sharjah at the top. But to come out in a game like this and consistently score runs and build a partnership in a very short format, in a challenging format, is not easy. And the credit has to go to the experience and the skill of Fayaz and Dawood Ijaz.
Yeah, just a correction from my side. The floating power play has already been availed by Team Sharjah. 12.38, so we're looking at a 120 plus score here, bare minimum for Team Sharjah. Unaib back into the attack.
Has bowled well, but this one is on the pads and nicely guided by Fayaz. Again, all the time in the world to play that shot. Places it for 4.
You cannot bowl that line to a left-hander, especially Fayaz Ahmed. A real drag down on the body with fine leg up. Well, he's lucky he didn't go for 6, Shoaib.
Yeah, I didn't try to hit it too hard, just helped it on its way. You could see that just trying to get it right from the middle and guiding it, and Unaib will not want to bowl there. That's another good hit from Fayaz as the runs continue to pour for Sharjah. 100 up with that boundary. And the 54-run partnership as well.
It's been a great effort. Round the wicket now, Unaib. Slow delivery picked up nicely, but now he's bowling to his field. There is a deep mid-wicket in place. And I think Aryan Saxena was mentally prepared at the toss. He told me that we are expecting a 120 plus chase. Sharjah's batting is very, very fearsome indeed. So far, it's according to plan for the Blues.
Well, yes, they must have definitely anticipated the kind of batting that they have. They would have to be chasing 120. But do they have the firepower to chase that down is something that Emirates Blues will have to ponder about. They just need to make sure that somebody needs to fire today. One good quick fire innings is what Emirates Blues need. Meanwhile, a slower delivery read well by Dawood and has hit that towards square leg beyond the ropes. An appreciation from the dugout as well. Half a dozen.
Phenomenal shot from Dawood Ijaz. He's hitting against the wind as well. And just read the length so quickly. And hit it aerial. The plan was always to go for 6. And that sailed well over, just below our com box. Dawood Ijaz, 37 of 16. This is a mind-blowing innings.
Really well played by Dawood so far. Be it spin or pace bowling, he's managed to score runs. And he's not looked like he's slogging. He's playing on the merit. That is a good sign. Goes full this time. Unaib attempted Yorker. Dug out by Dawood Ijaz for a single.
A good change of length there from Unaib. He's been bowling well in this tournament. Finally back to full fitness. Had a long-standing groin niggle last season. Was out of action for a while. And has also corrected his run-up. If you remember, Shoaib, he had that very odd zigzag kind of gather to the crease. He's fixed that. Looks a lot fitter, looks a lot stronger, and he's bowling well in the D10 this season.
Great observation, Ahmed. You're right. His technique while running was not all the best, all that great, but he's definitely looked like a refined version of himself, and it's version 2.0 for Unaib. Round the wicket, goes full, hit straight to mid-off. Hazrat Bilal gets a direct hit, but Fayaz Ahmed was back home comfortably.
Yeah, the ground fielding from Emirates Blues has been quite lackluster. Even though they won the toss, were prepared to bowl first, you would have expected the youngsters to be charged up, to be willing to take on the challenge, especially with that stunning win over Emirates Red yesterday. But looks like they're just a bit off key this afternoon, and Team Sharjah have taken full toll.
Well, they have 112 now with another 7 deliveries to go. You can expect at least 15, if not more. And if that's the case, they might close anywhere around the 130 mark, which I think is a very good score. With the kind of bowling that they have, they definitely fancy defending that total against Emirates Blues. Last ball. Good delivery, full and wide. Making room for himself, Dawood Ijaz, but manages to get a single towards deep point. After 9 overs, Sharjah, with 1 more over to go, it's 113 for 2.
Broadcast streaming and OTT partners of the Emirates D10, where you can watch all the thrills and spills of this fantastic tournament on the FanCode app in India. For the rest of the world, just log on to YouTube or Facebook and type in Sports Eye, and absolutely free of cost to watch there. And of course, in the Pakistan and MENA region, the Myco app, get it from the Apple App Store, Google Play Store, free to download. It's an ITW, Prodigy and TPT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. And this tournament has certainly been a lot of fun. We're moving into the crunch stage from today onwards. And so far, it's looking good for Team Sharjah.
Last over, Hazrat Bilal comes into bowl and starts off with a length delivery, which I feel was a little risky. Dawood, although, was premeditated in his approach, wanted to go big towards the onside. That was never a shot that was on, especially when the ball is bowled so wide off your off stump. Hazrat Bilal has done well. It's a good ball.
Especially because he has the caliber to go over the covers towards that cover point region. And they had mid-off up, so he'll be disappointed. He didn't look to go straight. There's a deep third. So the gamble they've taken is they've kept that mid-off fielder up and a deep extra cover with the leg side sweepers.
Again, trying to heave it from outside off towards the onside. A slower delivery from Bilal. He's bowled well. Both the 2 deliveries that he's bowled, he's bowling like a man who knows his job and knows what he wants to do in the death.
Oh, absolutely. Capped by the UAE last season in both T20s and ODI. So he has that caliber, he has that quality to compete at the very highest level. Very much the senior statesman in this young side, and needs to lead by example, especially in bowling, which is perhaps the toughest area of T10 cricket. Maneuvering in the field. Well, a deep fine leg has gone out. Interesting move, and they've brought the square leg in. Yes, that is the move they've made. So perhaps a double bluff for a short ball. Oh, look at Fayaz Ahmed. This ramp over fine leg. 1 bounce over the rope. A shot of sheer genius.
Yeah, great batting, great execution of that shot. How often have we seen this being employed in this shortest format of the game? Using the pace, placing it in the gap, realizing where the fielders are, and batting, like you mentioned, as a genius. This is excellent batting from Fayaz and Dawood. He moves on to 32 of 17 deliveries. And let's look at that shot again. Just using the pace and helping it on its way yet again towards the fine leg for 4.
He rarely looks like he ever breaks a sweat. Always cool, calm, relaxed at the crease. So experienced and just manipulating the ball at will. 32 of 17, and he's hardly played a shot in anger.
Well, this time the ball was short and quick, and Hazrat Bilal doesn't allow him to play that ramp shot again. 1 for the over, signalled for that short delivery.
Yeah, well executed by Hazrat Bilal. Maybe a bit close to going over helmet height, but a good comeback delivery. I don't think anything will be pitched up to Fayaz Ahmed anymore from Hazrat Bilal.
Well, this partnership between the two, Fayaz and Dawood, has been outstanding. 40 of just 20 deliveries for Dawood, 32 of 18 for Fayaz. 2 more deliveries to go, but this is a good over in progress. Just 5 runs of the 4 deliveries that Hazrat Bilal has bowled. Goes full, hits straight down the ground. There is protection at mid-off. They will scamper through. Oh, he had given up. Fayaz, he was never going to reach in time. A direct hit would have been game over, but now they'll get 2.
Well, he baited the mid-off fielder to have a shy at the stumps. He took a chance that I could have been run out, but in the end, of course, he missed it. And with that deep square leg fielder right on the fence for Fayaz, the left-hander, he's come through on strike on the overthrows. Such a devious cricketer he is.
Yeah, he had given up. He was never even trying to reach there, but once the ball missed the stumps, he knew there was an opportunity for a second. Uses his feet and plays it in the gap again. They should be looking for 2. They'll challenge the arm, and Fayaz Ahmed will get there in time. This partnership, so beautiful, so elegant, and they batted like a wow.
Well, I was waiting for that final flourish coming in from you. Oh, absolutely brilliant job. 36 of 20 for Fayaz Ahmed, and a strike rate of 200 for Dawood Ijaz as well. 40 for him, 122 for 2. Bang, as Aryan Saxena expected. Now he will expect his batters to deliver, but it's certainly going to be a tall order. Zainullah with the quick fire start in the beginning, 31 of 13. Asif Khan dismissed early, but then Fayaz Ahmed and Dawood Ijaz put up a fantastic partnership and played at a great strike rate as well. And that's a pretty tough score to chase for Emirates Blues. 122 in the allotted 10 overs. In terms of the bowling, Hardik Pai was the standout bowler, and Hazrat Bilal, second over was quite decent. 2 overs, none for 23. Onaib Rahman also picking up the big wicket of Asif Khan, but he was slightly expensive as well. Taking a look at the highlights of the first inning, then it was the Zainullah Khan show. Some clean striking, took on the pacers and spinners alike, challenging that cow corner mid-wicket region consistently. Asif Khan, well, that was a big blow against Hazrat Bilal. Zainullah was in great touch. Look at that lofted shot over the bowler. This was the dismissal of Asif Khan, looking to swing from the hip and straight to that deep mid-wicket fielder. Abdullah Salim taking a good catch. A wonderful delivery. Look at that turn and bounce for Zainullah Rahmani. But then he lost his length and paid the ultimate price. Dawood Ijaz taking him to the cleaners. Great pull shots, placed well as well. 6, 4 and another 6. And that was when Team Sharjah really got a lot of momentum in their favour. Hardik Pai tried his best to keep a lid on the scoring. And then Fayaz Ahmed, well, he was always going to go after the left-arm spinner Harshit Seth. And this was a streaky boundary, bottom edge, beating the square leg. Onaib Rahman also went for a few runs as well. Towering hit over square leg. So in the end, it's a target of 123 runs for Emirates Blues. They'll have to move at a run rate of 12.3 runs per over. Can they get over the line? Can they pull off another stunning run chase at the Emirates D10? We'll find out shortly after the break.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Emirates D10. It's Emirates Blues versus Sharjah, live from 7 District Malek Cricket Stadium. And here's the story. Zainullah started really well, 31 on 13 deliveries. Asif Lala got out early after scoring 14. But then Fayaz and Dawood does the job brilliantly. 36 on 20 deliveries. Fayaz, Dawood, 40 on 20 deliveries. And they made 122, a decent and a handsome total over the board. A lot from Zainullah. He started really well, 2 overs 25 for 1, and then Harshit set. He was pretty much expensive, 13 2 overs. Hazrat Bilal bowled 2 overs 23 for none, and Zainullah Rahmani, Hardik Pai bowled really nicely, 2 overs 15 for none. It won't be an easy target for these youngsters. 122 last night. They chased 100. Yes, a team meeting right before the start of the innings. Masood Gurbaz, the wicketkeeper, they dropped 7 catches yesterday, and hopefully they will do something better. And here you could see the entire teammates and the batters, they're walking in. And meanwhile, I've been joined by my sweetest colleague, Ahmed. Ahmed, you have asked the question. I'll ask you that. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, K. Asif. Lovely intro and very gracious and very kind of you.
Yes, the question is that you have asked a question to Haider Ali. Will you take catches today?
Yeah, he was quite embarrassed at the toss about the way they fielded.
Yeah.
And rightly so. It was a horror show in the field from Sharjah in the previous game. They certainly need to do much, much better this afternoon. So it will be Haider Ali as per usual, taking the new seat as he has done throughout the tournament. We'll begin from the pavilion end. We have Abdul Ghaffar just warming up from the far end. Yusuf Khan, he's been quite impressive, young lad. Made some decent runs consistently for Emirates Blues. 148 runs in 7 innings prior is not too bad at all. He'd like to get a 50 to his name though, K. Asif.
Yes, 38 not out is the highest, but last night's innings, definitely it was impressive. He played till the end and got a victory for his team.
Meanwhile, opening alongside him, it's a new combo, Yash Sabnani. The wicketkeeper batter was a bit off in the field today. Maybe his batting will come into gear. Ring field on the offside. There is a long on and a deep square leg in place for Haider Ali, who's having a wonderful tournament. That economy rate is outstanding, to say the least, and been contributing early wickets regularly for Team Sharjah. Leading from the front is the captain. So here we go. Target of 123 for Emirates Blues against Sharjah. Match number 25 of the Emirates D10, powered by FanCode. Run chase underway. Right on the money. And a good confident start by Yusuf Khan. Drop and run for a single.
Yeah, played with the soft hand off the mark and played confidently. Yusuf and Yash, both of these youngsters, now they would have to start with confidence, and at least they try to make 30-35 runs in first 2 or 2.5 overs, because the asking rate is high.
They need to maximize the power play, that's for sure. Push through and a bit of an outside edge, squeezed away to short third. He was a bit on his heels. An easy single taken by Sabnani. So both batters, a big sigh of relief. They are off 0.
Yeah. But plenty to go now.
Mid-wicket region is vacant if Yusuf Khan can go across the line. And it's gone straight up. It's a skyer. 3 fielders converging. The ball will land exactly between them in the Bermuda Triangle.
Ahmed, as you said that either will he go for a cross shot? He tried to hit over the mid-wicket. The fielder was inside the circle. Didn't time well.
Streaky couple picked up by Yusuf Khan, but something has got to give. It's a big target. You cannot die wondering. Nicely bowled by Haider Ali once again. A wonderful push and a slight misfield at backward point. They will pick up 2 and they won't take a risk for the 3rd. He certainly has the gift of timing, this young lad, Yusuf Khan.
Brilliant wrist work, and this is why everyone emphasizes play on the merit. You will get runs easily. There is no need to play hairy-fairy shots. Play with the spin.
Trying to open up the offside. Very nicely bowled by Haider Ali. He's difficult to get away. Very experienced. Repeatable action. Mixes up his arm ball and turning delivery with a lot of deception. Not easy to pick. Sliced in the air. Misfield at backward point. And the short 3rd will have to give up the chase. 4 runs to conclude the first over. A positive start for the Blues. They are 10 for no loss. So it is going to be Abdul Ghaffar taking the new ball from the far end. He hasn't looked at his best in this tournament, K. Asif.
Yes, that's right. But his teammates, they're helping him a lot. They're performing so well. But there's the time for Ghaffar to bowl a good over there. Because both of these, they're the youngsters. If you're bowling on the right and good length area, definitely we have seen that the Hazrat Bilal, he started against Asif Lala. 3 dot deliveries, that was right on the money. So Ghaffar.
Yeah, given the new ball today instead of Hazrat Luqman. Firm flick from Sabnani towards mid-wicket. Very nicely timed. The square leg will get around to it. But a positive start for him as well. That's a difficult shot to execute.
Yeah, but the good thing is that he played with a straight bat. And on the merit, there's a fielder on the deep square leg. That was...
Well, let's take a look at that cut shot from Yusuf Khan. And oh, was that a catch, K. Asif? Very close.
Yeah. Yeah, you should take good catches.
Or trying to open up the offside. A bit over adventurous from Yash Sabnani. Sometimes I do have some sympathy for these young batters. It's a 10 over format, a lot of pressure, the best in the UAE bowling to you, and you have to sometimes manufacture shots that aren't really there.
Yeah, not only you, they're getting appreciation from everyone, especially Ali Yunus is really hopeful about them, and it's a very good thing. And they're, remember the day 1, and now this is day 7. They're improving day by day.
They most certainly are. Pulled away by Sabnani. That's a shot of authority all the way for 6.
Very good shot. A short pitch delivery, got the punishment. The balance was perfect. Timing was excellent. Look at this pull shot. Wow. It's a typical opening batter shot.
Fabulous execution. Look at that roll of the wrist. And he wanted to get 6 runs. Clean connection. And now this power play, it looks a lot better for the Blues. Slow delivery on the pads. So he's forced Abdul Ghaffar to move away from his plan A and resort to his variations.
We have watched some aggression from the opening batter of Sharjah, Zainullah, another youngster. Sometime he used feet, sometime he was very good with his timing, stand and deliver. This young side, with the smiles, well done guys, you're doing well, you're trying well.
Right, Rayan Khan on the left. He's been very impressive in this tournament as well. The tall left-hander. Inside edge and bowled him. Well, that's quite unlucky for Sabnani. Just playing with that diagonal blade, catching the inner edge and onto the stumps.
It was in the block hole. It was good delivery, good comeback by Ghaffar. And inside edge, better wanted to play towards point area. And here we go. The execution wasn't perfect from the batter. Yash Sabnani departs on 9-18 for 1 Blues.
So Abdul Ghaffar strikes in his first over. Bit of a fortunate dismissal, but he'd take it. Aryan Saxena, the captain of Emirates Blues, coming in at number 3. He's had a quiet tournament. He's a lot more talented and a lot more skillful than those numbers suggest. And even the strike rate, it would be around 180 plus when he's in full flow. Best of 21. He certainly needs to contribute a lot more than that in this crunch stage of the D10 now. Final delivery of the mandatory power play. Right in the block hole again. Beautifully bowled. And nicely played by Aryan as well for a single. 19 for 1 after 2. New bowler coming on is the player of the match. In the previous game, Shehbaz Ali. 2 overs, 2 for 11. It was a wonderful spell. Hits the deck hard. Has that nippy pace. And very accurate. And a great option to have in your side, K. Asif.
Yes. The Team Sharjah is a very good blend. Some all-rounders, some aggressive batters, hard hitters, spinners. The only area where they're lacking, that is the field.
Nicely pushed away behind point. Long chase for the deep third. And Ghaffar. Well, he went down in installments, but he finally got there.
That's a good comment. Actually, when I was talking about their fielding, so they're showing their concern. Yes, they dropped catches. Even Masood Gurbaz standing behind the stumps. Yesterday, he wasn't okay. And all of them, they were struggling. And the way Ghaffar came down to pick up that ball, to be very honest, that was funny.
Yeah, he's had a long road to recovery. Had a very devastating knee injury last season. So perhaps just not trusting his body fully. Moving gingerly in the field. Once again, very nicely played by Aryan. He seems to have that extra time that separates the good batters from the great ones, Asif.
See, he's just 19 years of age.
18.
I think 18 years of age. And he's the skipper and playing this big tournament. And the format is quite tough. T10.
Well, Yash Sabnani, he'll be disappointed. That front foot didn't move at all. He was just trying to caress it off the back foot. And he'll be thinking about that dismissal. It was a technical fault rather than anything else.
Yes. And just because of pressure, you know that we are chasing 122. The asking rate is high. You try to improvise.
Back of a length delivery. Yusuf Khan, he does love that pull shot. He'll be disappointed. He missed out. But that's what Shehbaz Ali can do. He hits the seam and he gets that ball to just misbehave. We've seen throughout the tournament, when he hit the seam at that hard length area, sometimes the ball is skinning or sometimes that variable bounce is also coming into the game.
Well, Yusuf went for a pull shot, but it went under the bat. The opening batters, they're always good in cut and pull.
Oh, absolutely. You need to have that horizontal bat game. if you want to succeed at the top level. Once again, hurrying on to him. There's no mid-wicket in the ring, so they will push for 2. And that's excellent running. Good commitment and overthrows. Those are always going to be welcome in a big run. Chase. Made it in time. Just made it in time.
Yes, and wicketkeeper Masood Gurbaz was unhappy with that effort. 3 more, courtesy, some sloppy fielding and overthrows.
It was just a half hit from Yusuf Khan, but the intent was always for 2. And that deep cover sweeper fielder, well, he was asleep. He should have always been rushing in to back up the ball on the throw and conceded a soft extra run. 98 needed of 44, but it's been a decent over from Shehbaz Ali.
Yeah, 6 runs conceded so far. 2 deliveries remaining, and I will ask you after this delivery about the pull shot and who is or who was your favorite.
Well, that's a wonderful question. You're putting me on the spot here. Oh, beautiful delivery, just held its line. And he was trying to glide it behind point once again. Beaten all ends up was Saxena. Well, the favorite pull shot of mine, well, of course, the name that immediately comes to mind is Mr. Ricky Ponting. But for me, I was always a fan of the West Indies legend, Mr. Brian Charles Lara.
Oh, yes, sheer dominance from him. But to be very honest, for me, Ricky Ponting.
Oh, absolutely. That was his signature shot. Whenever you talk about the pull, only 2 people come immediately to mind. Ricky Ponting and now in modern times, Rohit Sharma, the hitman.
Yeah, that's great. And Ricky Ponting, I watched his so many times in the highlights. He loved to play the pull shot on front foot, not even on the back foot.
That was his rare ability, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nicely bowled. Once again, unsure at the crease was Saxena. And a superb over from Shehbaz Ali. 25 for 1 after 3. So Abdul Ghaffar getting his second over on the trot. First over was a tidy one. Did get hit for 6, but then bounced back well and got the wicket of Yash Sabnani. Now the field is spread for him. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg in place for Yusuf Khan. And the ball slightly coming in. Push towards mid wicket and they'll take 2 once again. That will be slightly frustrating for Ghaffar. It was a good delivery.
Yeah, the delivery was good. And Yusuf didn't time well. He wanted to play with the full face of bat. But Ahmed, the one concern is that the asking rate is getting higher now. One of them, Yusuf or Aryan, they should go for some firework.
Yeah, somebody has to take a risk here. You can't just bat the 10 overs at a strike rate of 140, 150. That won't be enough. You cannot put too much pressure on the likes of Harshit Seth to come in and really start going at a strike rate of 300 plus like he did in the previous game. You have to give him a bit of a platform, 96 of 41. So that required run rate, like you mentioned, it's already well beyond 12 runs per over. And Ghaffar, he's been quite miserly, bowled well today, showing a lot more effort, a lot more concentration. Beautiful delivery, full and targeting the sticks and nowhere for Yusuf Khan to go.
It was a very good Yorker, isn't it? In-swinging Yorker. And the pace was good. So today, Ghaffar is bowling really nicely. Look at this. No clue. Better Yusuf. He was clueless. What's going on?
Yeah, pre his knee injury last season, he was easily one of the most outstanding left-arm pacers we had in the UAE domestic scene. So just finding that self-confidence, that self-belief again will be key for Ghaffar in this season. Once again, a picture-perfect Yorker. Shy at the stumps. Yusuf Khan, it was touch and go there. But how about that bowling from Abdul Ghaffar?
Absolutely brilliant. Again, right in the block hole, a very good Yorker. And Batter was struggling there with this swing and the pace.
Harsh Desai there at point. I'm sure he'll come on to bowl. And he's a very unique cricketer as well, K. Asif. I hope he bowls in our stint because I want you to see something very fascinating about Harsh Desai. I'll give you a bit of a spoiler in a few deliveries. Oh, look at that flick behind square from Yusuf. A lot of effort, but just for one run. The deep square leg was set a bit squarer on the leg side. Harsh Desai, he has the unique ability to bowl from both hands with equal control. So if we see a left-hand, right-hand combination at the crease, he will bowl left-arm orthodox to the right-hand batter and right-arm off-break to the southpaw with complete control and complete accuracy.
Well, that's brilliant. There's something extraordinary, isn't it?
He's a bit of a mutant from those Marvel comics, something like that. Oh, another Yorker attempted, but just sliding down the leg side. So there certainly seems to be a game plan here for Ghaffar. He's practicing hitting the block hole consistently.
You were talking about her desire that he could bowl with both of the arms. Lahore Qalandars, they brought a talent like that, but unfortunately, we didn't see him in the national or international arena after that.
Yeah, that is certainly the next generation of cricketers coming on to have that skill. Crashed over point. Beautiful shot, Aryan Saxena.
Yes, it was confident from Aryan. This time, Ghaffar changed the length and got the punishment. He was so good with the Yorkers and targeting legs, but this time away from the body was easy. Played over the point, nicely timed. This shot will give him some confidence, definitely.
Well, earlier we were talking about the hitman, Rohit Sharma. Well, it's a very early comparison, but he certainly, Aryan Saxena, he has glimpses of him in the way he strikes the ball, the way he sets up. He makes the game look easy when he's in full flow. Very talented young batter. Has a very high ceiling if he can just become more consistent. Swing and a miss. Brilliant Yorker and even more brilliant keeping from Masood Gurbaz. And the end of a very good spell from Abdul Ghaffar this afternoon. Emirates Blues 35 for 1 after 4 overs. So Yusuf Khan 16 of 10. Looks okay at the crease. Yash Sabdani played a brilliant hit over square leg. But then the fuller delivery, the sucker ball got him inside edging onto the stumps of Abdul Ghaffar. And Aryan Saxena, he's taken a bit of time, but just cracked a wonderful boundary. Let's hope he can get going this afternoon. Shehbaz Ali to bowl his second over. And the first one was an excellent one, Asif.
That's correct. And you see the batting lineup, Harshit is still there, but I wonder why he's not coming on number 3. Because Aryan, he cannot hit hard. Yes, technically he's okay. Yes, he could, but he cannot improvise.
Yeah, that perhaps might be the drawback of this Emirates Blues side. They don't have those power hitters in that number 5, number 6 role. Harshit has batted beautifully in this tournament. He's actually surprised me because I've always seen him as a very good left-arm spinner, but he's really worked hard on his long-range hitting, and we've seen that on display in this edition of the Emirates D10. Aryan Saxena, can he start going after Shehbaz Ali here? Wristy flick, but once again Harsh Desai attacks the ball well. Great energy from the youngster, and Sharjah needed somebody like that in the field, somebody who will be energetic, attack the ball, and of course a very safe catcher as well.
Well, out of 11, you require all of the players must be perfect, must be energetic like he is. And this is the perfect scenes. I love this sportsman spirit. This is the spirit of cricket.
Well, like Abid Ibrahim yesterday, we're one large cricketing family in the UAE. All of these players play together, compete together for various club sides, so very familiar. And you have that brotherhood. Pulled away, just another splice from Yusuf once again. He just hasn't found his timing this afternoon.
That's right. And we were talking about the pull shot. Again, he tried well, but for that you require perfect execution and hand-eye coordination. It's really important. As you've taken a couple of names, referring Ricky Ponting. Wow, what a class that was. Just imagine facing Shoaib Akhtar bowling 155, 160, 150, and Ricky Ponting pulling on the front foot.
Unbelievable player he was. Top edge on the pull, but it will land in front of the deep square. Mohammad Asif out there. It is a big square here at the 7 Districts Malek Stadium in Ajman. So you need to get your field placement and your distance from the boundary skirting very precise.
Yes. And see that the 84 runs to win on 32 deliveries. These singles or twos, they won't harm Sharjah.
39 for 1. Well, if they were batting first, it would not be a bad start, but in a run chase. Flat batted straight, and with mid-off up, that's a boundary.
This time, he got the connection. After a long time, Yusuf struggling well. 22 now in 13 deliveries. And the asking rate is really, really high. 15.48. This shot was good shot. Played over the bowler's head. The fielder was inside the circle. And good commitment.
Yeah, he got that opportunity to really free his arms, and the length was right. So need to go at 16 runs per over. That means you need a 6 and a boundary in every over for the next 5 overs. So it's going to be tough going. A brilliant Yorker. Perfect execution. And another excellent spell from Shehbaz Ali. Only conceded 14 runs. Emirates Blues 43 for 1 at the halfway stage. As there's going to be a change in the com box as Ali Yunus and Shoaib Ahmed, will take you through.
$80 runs, 30 deliveries to get those 80 runs. A lot will depend on this partnership. Aryan and Yusuf looking good. But probably it's the time now. They need to go big. They need one good over. Maybe a 120 run over will do a lot of good to them. As Harsh comes in for his first over. Oh, that's it. Simple, going for big runs. The pressure was on. Got the first wicket. Well flighted, slow in pace, and got the result. And it's time to welcome Shoaib Ahmed. He's come in the commentary with the wicket.
Well, thank you, Ali. It is indeed a good start to the over from Harsh. He's an ambidextrous bowler. He can bowl left arm, right arm. And on the very first ball, he's managed to get the wicket of the captain of Emirates Blues, Aryan Saxena, trying to accelerate, using his feet, nowhere close to the ball. Had he moved closer to the ball, he might have got some connection onto it, and an easy stumping for the man behind the stumps. Gurbaz there, undoing Aryan Saxena. He's out for 10 as Emirates Blues are 43 for 2. So the new man in is Abdullah Salim. 7 matches for him in the D10 format and 5 innings, 92 runs. Decent strike rate of 184. That's what they'll need today. Abdullah Salim to fire. Nicely bowled again on the stumps this time.
Yeah, very smart bowler he is. And as you were just mentioning, he can bowl with both hands. But the way he got his wicket, very smart bowler. He will be disappointed because he took those 10 deliveries. It was about time that he fires, but he lost his wicket. Now there is no time for Abdullah Salim to get settled in or get your eye in. He has to go from the very first delivery and go big. Very smart. Bowled it away from him. He just watched the batter to make a move till the end and then pushed it away from him. And as you were mentioning, nowhere close to the batter. Again outside the off stump. Quicker this time. So very smart of his age.
Oh yes, absolutely. Rightly pointed out. He is a very smart thinking bowler. He'll keep mixing stuff and he'll not become too predictable. And that's what you want to do as a spinner in this format. Keep surprising the batter. This is a good connection. But is it good enough? Yes, just beats the fielder. And Abdullah Salim, he'll get 6 runs for that.
Yep, that's what I was suggesting. He doesn't have much time to settle in. He'll have to go from the word go. And look at this. It was in his zone. The rare bad delivery that this youngster has bowled. It was in his zone. Got to be far away from the batter.
A full again over extra cover. They should be looking for 2 through at the bowler's end and comfortably will get 2 runs. So the 50 runs come up in this over after 6 overs. Emirates Blues are 53 for 2. So, well, one of our streaming and OTT partners on Facebook and on YouTube, you can find us on Sports Eye. You can watch us live anywhere in the world except for India, because in India you can watch us on FanCode. As in comes Asif, another smart thinking bowler.
Yeah, left armers usually are very smart.
Thank you.
Pressure on him. Forcefully hit through covers. There is protection. Can he get it? Can he get it? No, he can't. Good start to the over for the Blues with the boundary. That's what they need it more. Probably a couple of boundaries to start off and then finish it good. A 20 runs over will help.
Well, they've got their work cut out. They have to score runs, at least 2-3 boundaries in the over. That's what they need. They've got one on the very first ball, nicely placed in the gap by Yusuf, who's another exciting talent. Catches the call, slower in the air, but look at that. He's played that in the gap as the ball beats the fielder and gets to the ropes in no time.
I'm sure this is not where he intended. It was a thick outside edge, but they do need some luck their way. It was slower in nature. Look at it. He wanted to go probably over extra cover, but thick outside edge. No chance for the fielder. It was very well placed edge in between the 2 fielders for a boundary.
Yeah, sometimes on any other day it would have gone to the fielder directly, but like
Absolutely.
you mentioned, some luck in favour of Yusuf. This one's been hit straight to the fielder, no chance for a run. So 2 back-to-back boundaries, 8 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Pressure on Asif.
He's looking good, Yusuf. Played a good knock in the previous game. He'll have to repeat that performance till the end. Oh, nice. Lock swept it. Beautiful placement. Right between the 2 fielders. That's where he's so good, finding the gaps.
Well, that is another good hit, and it is even more special because he's hit that from outside off and managed to get that connection right towards mid-wicket. You don't normally see that happening, but this is excellently placed, flat and all the way for 6.
I thought it's gone for a boundary, but he played it so well. Flat batted it. Flat 6. Good batting.
Oh, wanted to paddle sweep that now, trying to play it just besides the keeper. Will be called a wide, and like I said, once you're hit for 2 boundaries on the very first 2 deliveries of your over, you are always under pressure as a bowler.
Now you can tell by the way he's changed his line. This is good cricket. This is very good. Yusuf makes sure that he stays till the end, because till he stays, there will be hope that they can chase down anything. Any cameo later on from any batter will help.
You're right. Shown some signs of maturity, Yusuf. Meanwhile, it will be a dot ball to end the over as Blues are still in the game with 8 wickets in hand. 7 overs gone, 69 for 2.
One wicket for Abdul Ghaffar, 1 for Harsh Desai. Economy also impressive. Other than Mohammad Asif, everyone has been under or 10 or under. Just 1 wicket, so 3 overs. Probably it will be Heather Ali, Harsh Desai and Asif to bowl those last 3 overs. Just 3 extras. Very impressive on that end too. 69 for 2 are Emirates Blues. So last 3 overs. Expect some fireworks from Blues.
Well, spinners are going to bowl, so this is going to be interesting. Like you mentioned, Asif, he's just bowled that 1 over. He was expensive. Focus on Harsh Desai. That's a good start. Full, almost a Yorker. And Yusuf just trying to slice it, open the face of the bat, doesn't get any connection.
Yeah, 54 of 17. It's probably time that he goes big on every delivery. There is no time for dot balls anymore.
Goes big, catches the call, another hit in the gap. He'll get 4. That's another good hit from Yusuf, and he's keeping the hopes alive of Emirates Blues.
Yeah, that's where he's so good. Very impressive, Yusuf. He's placing them well because he's covering the line, and then he can hit it where he wants to. Placed it. There was 2 fielders, and he placed it right between them. Good, intelligent batting. He needs to carry on. He needs a boundary. He needs to show that intent on every delivery now.
Goes for the Yorker again, Harsh. He's... oh, that's again sweetly timed. I for a moment thought it's going to go to the fielder, but this is another great example of great, absolute brilliant placement from Yusuf. Plays it towards point for 4.
That's where he has been brilliant in this inning, placing the ball in the gap. There were 2 fielders at the cut, 1 at deep cover, but he placed it so beautifully well to get that boundary. Good bowling right in the block hole. He's not under pressure after being hit for the boundaries. He's keeping that ball in that block hole.
Well, it seems like when Yusuf is playing, there are no fielders on the ground because he's managed to place it in the gap more often than not.
Yeah, because he's such a sweet timer. He doesn't look to hit hard. He looks to time it. Just like that again. 4 more runs. 4 more runs. Great batting. Great improvisation. Came across, shuffled across and played it towards onside. There was 1 fielder at fine leg and he couldn't do much about it.
Again, just such a great display of batting prowess from Yusuf. Shuffled across and then played it with intent towards backward square leg. Absolutely brilliant. 3 boundaries in the over. They need to finish off with a boundary as well. Goes inside out and again has placed that to perfection. What an over this has been. Harsh, he's not bowled bad. It's just that Yusuf has played a super batting skill here on display.
Yeah, what a way to get his 50. 53 years on and much needed for the team. The way he's placing them is just amazing ability. 53 of just 25 deliveries, 8 fours and a 6. The strike rate of 212. Keeping Blues in the game is Yusuf. 8 overs gone, 85 for 2.
So broadcast and streaming and OTT partners for this Emirates D10, FanCode in India, YouTube and Facebook, it's the Sports Eye page. And if you're in Pakistan and MENA, it's the Myco app where you can watch all these live scenes. It's an ITW Prod G and TPT 360 production, and we are live from the 7 Districts Malek Cricket Stadium in Ajman.
Yeah, maybe it's time for the floating power play. Absolutely, this is the right time to do it. This penultimate over. They do need a 20 to 25 run over this one. If they can get 20 runs from Heather's over, I think then Blues should win it if they can get 20 runs from this over. Important over in the game.
Slower in the air. He's appealing for it, Heather. He was on down on one knee, Abdullah Salim, but has completely missed the line of the ball. 20 runs in and Heather over. I haven't seen that happen.
Yeah.
Very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Yeah, they do need it. He's a very smart operator. But if they have to beat Sharjah, they'll have to do it to the best of the best.
Flatter and will clear the fielder. That's a 6 on the second ball of the over. So 14 needed now from 4 deliveries. That's a very good hit from Salim.
Have your fingers crossed because this is carnage. Good hitting, just clearing his front leg, hitting it straight. That's the key. Once you don't cover the line, you at least be looking to hit straight. That's what Abdullah Salim did. And as you said, just 14 more runs if they can get out of 4 deliveries. Shoaib, things will get very interesting.
Goes full, Heather. And Fayaz is going to cut that off. Only a single. So, in fact, they're going for the second. And they'll challenge the arm. That's great running. Good cricket, great game awareness. And they know they need to put pressure on the fielder. That's what they've done. And I've got 2 runs.
Yep, credit has to be given to Yusuf. He was the one running to the danger end. Hit it straight. That's the key. Again. In the gap. Is it in the gap? No, there is a fielder. Straight to him. That's not happening, Shoaib. A wicket gone down. Instead of 8 runs off this over so far. They got the big man. Abdullah Salim will have to go back. You cannot blame him because he needed runs.
Oh, yes, again, just trying to go big. Nothing wrong. There was that need of playing that aggressive shot, but doesn't get the connection right. And it was Uzair Khan who has completed that catch, and Abdullah Salim will have to walk back. Heather gets his revenge. It's 18 for Abdullah Salim, 93 for 3, Emirates Blues.
Played well in the previous game. Harshad said, won the game against Reds. Can he do it one more time? Can he repeat that performance? Scored 36 runs of 17. He'll have to get them 36 runs at a quicker rate today.
Quicker, flatter from Heather. Surprising Harshit with that delivery. By the time he brought the bat down, the ball had already crashed onto the pads. Only a single, so good over this one as well. Just 8 runs off it, of the 4 deliveries. 5, in fact, that he's bowled so far. 1 more ball to go.
Living up to the expectations. Shoaib said he's never seen him give away 20 runs, and rightly so. Just 9 runs.
Again, big swivel and oh, look at that, Yusuf. Well, we can't believe this. Every time he's managed to hit the ball from the middle or not, doesn't matter. He's always found gaps and a 4 to end the over. However, it's a good over in the context of the game from Heather as well. 9 overs gone, 1 more to go. It's 98 for 3. So it's going to be Uzair Khan bowling the last over. He's not bowled yet, but I think because Asif was expensive in his over, gave away 16 runs, they've called upon the services of Uzair Khan, who's a genuine all-rounder. Saw him bat in the ICC Academy yesterday, scored, I think, around 70 runs in 30 or 20 odd deliveries. Absolutely brilliant innings from Uzair Khan as he comes in to bowl the last over. First ball, full delivery, will only be a single. They need 24 of 5.
Yeah, that's the missing part in this blue side. They don't have a genuine six-hitter in their side. They've got a timers like Yusuf is or Abdullah Salim, but they're of more four-hitters. They do need some firepower in their side. Somebody like Asif Lala, not that experienced, but that powerful man is missing in their side.
You're right, again, just timing the ball there, Yusuf. And another boundary comes in for him and for Blues as they cross the 100-run mark, 103 for them. But that's, again, just excellent batting, playing on the merit and getting 4 runs.
Yeah, keeping the hopes alive. He knew where he's going to bowl, played with the mind of the bowler, shuffled across and placed it. But 4s are not going to do it. It's the 6s that matters. Can he get a couple of 6s? Can he do 20 runs in 4 deliveries? Magic needed for Emirates Blues.
20 of 4, 4 sixes. Swing and a miss. They go for the quick single. And that's all they'll get. Buys should be signalled any moment now. There you go. That brings Harshit Seth on strike.
Yeah, they've been very impressive, Blues. They're picking up. They've been playing good cricket from first few games. And if you compare them to now, they've improved immensely. And now 19 runs, 3 deliveries. Beaten. It's not happening. Great length.
I was not very excited to see that run being taken. You've got somebody who's on 61, who's on strike. I would want him to face the delivery, even if that means it's going to be a dot ball, because the chances of you getting that 6 are more when you've got a well-set batter out there in the middle.
Yeah, but Harshit played good yesterday. He hit some good 6s. And he has that ability. He has this ability, but this one not quite clearing it. No force. Easily taken. So not today. He did it yesterday, but not quite middling it this time. The pressure of the board getting to him, that made him play that shot and lose his wicket.
Yeah, it was needed. There's nothing wrong in that. Just couldn't get the connection right. Got a lot of elevation on that, but not the distance. And good bowling from Uzair. Kept it on around the off stump. And a simple catch taken at mid-wicket. Trying to pull that from outside off as Harshit walks back after scoring 1 of 4. Another wicket down, and Sharjah nearing victory. 104 for 4. Oh, full quick, and Mohammad Ismail has completely missed the ball. Was at least 2-3 seconds late on that shot, as that is the end of the 10th over and the end of the game as well. Game, set and match for Sharjah, and they've won the game comfortably by 18 runs. Now, in hindsight, you would feel that Emirates Blues have given away quite a few runs. Had they restricted Sharjah to 110, this would have been a different ball game altogether. But Sharjah have done what they have done, and they have continued to play at their absolute best in the tournament.
Yeah, 8 out of 8 for Sharjah, continuing their dominance in this tournament. And why not? They've got such a huge side, such big performers in their team. They will be very tough to beat. Heather, the captain, leading from the front. Asif Lala didn't score many runs, but it was other batters who've just picked up their form at the right time, just in the middle of the tournament. Ghaffar also. Gurbaz is the one who's just lacking form. He will get through because we're just in the halfway in this tournament. So a very proud team, Sharjah, winning yet another game, this time by 18 runs. Another very formidable victory.
Well, yes, they have been unbeaten in the tournament, and that great run of theirs continues in this game as well, beating Emirates Blues. Asif Khan has been amongst the runs. Zainullah has contributed at important times. They've got Heather, who's bowled really well. So all of them have come together and are playing like a well-oiled machine and are in cruise control mode in this tournament. Emirates Blues have managed to get to 104 thanks to that brilliant start from Yusuf, and he was there till the end. 61 of 28 deliveries. Aryan, Salim both tried to do their best, did contribute, but it was never going to be enough as they needed somebody who could hit big in the last couple of overs.
Yeah, that's the only thing missing in their batting lineup. The six-hitter ability, not quite there, but this is a good bowling unit. Haider Ali, Abdul Ghaffar, Harsh Desai, Uzair Khan all getting wickets. Mohammad Asif on the expensive side, 16 his economy, but still they've managed to bowl well as a unit. That's why they back each other. They are disciplined. You can tell by the number, just 5 extras, and they keep on getting wickets as they restrict Blues at 104 and winning the game quite easily.
There's Abdul Ghaffar who started the proceedings, and Yusuf was absolutely brilliant. He was right there till the end. They needed somebody to continue to play with Yusuf, and that is something that was missing in this innings. Yusuf did well, but the others kept losing their wickets. And in a 10-over format, the message is on the board. You have to keep going. You have to keep that run rate in check. A couple of good overs for Sharjah, and they came strongly back into the game. Haider with that penultimate over was absolutely wonderful. Got a wicket and didn't give away too many, and that just deflated that run chase and derailed the run chase for Emirates Blues as well. So this one was the wicket of Harshit, and in the end Uzair Khan bowling really well, and the news is that Sharjah have won the game and won it by 18 runs. They batted first, scored 122. Dawood Ijaz, Fayaz Ahmed playing an important partnership and getting them to 122. And Emirates Blues 104 in their allotted 10 overs. Yusuf Khan top scoring with 61. A wicket for Uzair Khan, Abdul Ghaffar and Haider Ali. The game that's coming up next is going to be Ajman taking on the Emirates Red, and that will be coming to you live from the 7 Districts Malek Stadium in just a few minutes. However, before we get to this game, there is one more thing to do. We need to see who the player of the match is. So let's head down along the sidelines. We've got K. Asif with the player of the match.
Welcome to the player of the match presentation ceremony. Another very good and confident victory for Sharjah. That was against Emirates Blues. And once again, some stunning performances from the Sharjah. If we talk about Dawood Ijaz made 40 runs on 20 deliveries, 3 maximum for him. Fayaz Ahmed made 36 and 1 maximum and 3 boundaries for him. For the player of the match presentation, we have in the party Iftikhar Ali, the one and only our senior colleague and the match referee. I would like to request Dawood Ijaz to come up and collect his player of the match award. Dawood, well done again, dear. 40 on 20 deliveries, 3 maximum. दाऊद एक दफ़ा फिर आप बहुत ज़बरदस्त खेले, आपकी टीम फतुहात समेटती जा रही है, कैसा महसूस हो रहा है?
जी, जैसा मैंने लास्ट टाइम भी बोला था, हमारी टीम अच्छी है, तो जिस बंदे को भी मौका मिल रहा है वो परफॉर्म कर रहा है, तो थैंक गॉड के परफॉर्म हो रहा है और सब अच्छा खेल रहे हैं, और हम अभी तक मैच कोई हारे नहीं हैं, तो होपफुली उम्मीद करते हैं कि हम चैम्पियन होंगे।
जिस तरह से आपकी टीम खेल रही है, सिर्फ एक कंसर्न जो है वो सबको लगता है, और वो है फील्डिंग।
जी, फील्डिंग थोड़ी सी हमारी लैग करती है, लेकिन हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हम उसको रिकवर करें और मैच बाय मैच उसको अच्छा करने की कोशिश करें।
आज की विक्ट्री के बाद मज़ीद कॉन्फिडेंस मिलेगा?
जी जी, बिल्कुल, कॉन्फिडेंस तो हर जीत के बाद मिलता ही है।
चलिए, गुड लक।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Dawood Ijaz, he was the player of the match again from the Sharjah. And now, this is the time for a short break. Stay tuned for the live action.